Hi guys, I have got Macy here. So I was going to get into two subjects in my last video, but the one subject got longer talking about it than I expected, so I decided to make a separate video for the second subject, and I thought I would show you guys Macy. She looks adorable. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably already seen this outfit because I posted her in it, and she looks so stinking cute in it. I don't want to change her. She's wearing these salmon colored corduroy overalls. The top has like buttons on each side, decorative buttons, and they've got kind of like a folded pleated pattern in between the buttons. It has two bunnies at the pocket, or a bunny in one pocket and a balloon, I believe, with a bunny in another, in front of the other pocket in the front. And she's got this, that's made by Gimbalry, and she's got this Zutano onesie on that is a multicolored stripe, so it's pinks, aqua, mint, hot pink, brown, green, orange stripe, multicolored stripe. It's Zutano brand. It doesn't really, it goes with the overalls that she's wearing, the corduroy overalls, but it doesn't. It works with it, and she looks really cute. And then I've got this knit sweater knit look material, gray headband on because the bunnies on her pockets are gray. So what I wanted to get into today, as I've had this happen a few times recently, I've had it happen a lot in the past, but it's starting to happen again. And I know when I talked to Crystal, she said that she's been having similar comments on her channel. So I decided that it was time to address this topic again. Doll collecting. I will preface to say, I know these are dolls. I am 1000% knowledgeable. I know these are dolls. In fact, most of my dolls, unless I am making a video specifically, stay in the same outfit for at least a week. Before I changed her into this, she was in the last outfit that Crystal and I did when we did Twinning Tuesday with her and Maisie. She was in that Care Bear Pat onesie that Crystal had sent me. I had her in that, and it was getting cold, and she looked too cold sitting there, so I dressed her in something more weather appropriate. But she sat in that for a few weeks. Even there's times Sean will sit in the same outfit. Will I go grab one of them and start cuddling them while watching TV? Yeah, but I don't need to change their outfit for that. Especially if they're in an outfit. Sean was in an outfit for over a week that I thought was super adorable, and I just didn't want to change him because he looked too cute in it. My real cares, I can't even tell you the last time. Probably the last time I changed them was when I completely deep cleaned my bedroom and I was washing the clothes that they were wearing. So I understand these are dolls. I understand my American Girls are dolls. Yes, they are dolls. I am a doll collector who happens to sometimes make videos. Do I do, occasionally, I'm not big into it, role play videos. I'll make them occasionally just because I know some of the people that enjoy my channel enjoy watching those. So I can force myself to make them occasionally. I'm not one of those people that makes nothing but role play videos, or somebody that seems to believe or pretend their doll is real and treat their doll as real through their whole life. I have children. I have, oh, it's hard to say this, one preteen and one thinking they're a preteen. Children. If I had a baby, a real baby, yeah, I need to deal with stuff, obviously, and tend to the baby. But these are dolls. My kids take up a lot of my time. A lot of my videos are done while my kids are at school or my kids are asleep. Occasionally there'll be a video with one of my kids in it. Typically I ask their permission before I put them in the video if they want to be in it or not. And so I understand completely. These are vinyl babies. It's never going to be real. And I don't understand why people come onto doll channels and you realize this is a doll. Dolls are for children. Dolls aren't, like, the most recent one was when I was doing the Twin Tuesday with my American girl Keisha, which that one was the strangest one. Somebody came on basically kind of attacking me. You know this is a doll. And then they end it with, well, if it's a hobby, I guess it's okay. But then they're going on saying that dolls are for children. No, dolls aren't just for children. Dolls are for anybody that enjoys a doll. I asked the question, I commented, I do have real children. I know these are dolls. I know what the difference between the two. First of all. Second of all, it's not like I'm I was changing my American Girl. It was a strange comment on that video. I know of one person who would drag their American Girls around and take pictures and make videos of them. And even in the American Girl community, she was kind of an outcast because of it. At least from an adult perspective. Are there adults that go around and like I know Crystal will do this. She'll take an American Girl out someplace and take photographs of them because it's a hobby. Her and I both know they're dolls. We both know they're fake. We both know they're not real. I know Keisha's not, well, there's a real Keisha, but my American Girl one is not real. And then I followed it up why is there a double standard when it comes to dolls? Because I don't understand why it's socially acceptable for men to have their model train setups, which some of those have elaborate thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars. I've seen one little train car sell for almost $5,000. A little plastic train car that's about the size of my hand. But I'm not going to judge them. If they have the money, more power to them. But why is that acceptable that a man sits in his basement building this big elaborate city with model trains? Why is that socially acceptable? Why is trading die-cast or Matchbox cars? Why is that socially acceptable? Why is it socially acceptable grown men buying baseball cards and trading them and selling them and whatnot? Why is there a double standard when it comes to some of this stuff? That women can't enjoy. Well, even at that, Barbie dolls. There is a vast majority of adult collectors with Barbie dolls. And some of them will do role play videos on YouTube with their Barbie dolls. But why, when it comes to, especially like the Reborn community, it's such a double standard where adults are judging other adults based on their hobby. It's okay for a ventriloquist to have essentially a ventriloquist dummy as a doll. That's what it is. But that's okay. But we can't have a Reborn doll that represents a lifelike baby doll. Why is there this double standard? I don't understand. And if you're not in the community, why do you feel you need to judge others? Is my other thought. Like, why do you don't? Yeah, I mean, it's straight out, you don't need to judge other adults. My in-laws are huge into rabbit breeding and going to rabbit shows, where my kids do shows locally, and we want to do some more in the state if we can, coming up once COVID and everything has calmed down and the shows start picking up again. I mean, they've got theirs. My father was huge into going to car shows, and he rebuilt a car and spent, I don't even want to know how much he spent during my childhood to rebuild a car. And he had paid to have cars rebuilt. He rebuilt cars himself. Why is that an acceptable hobby? I mean, it's almost like somebody sees a $100 American Girl doll in an adult's hands, and an adult is just dressing them up and posing them or taking pictures. I mean, I don't really have many places around here to go to take pictures and do stuff like that. I wish I did, and I'm hoping, my husband and I have talked, when we eventually buy a house, we want my daughter to have a dollhouse, and we were talking about putting it in her room. And then my husband decided, and I'm okay with this, around here you can buy prefabricated sheds. And he's talked about buying a prefabricated shed that I can use as my doll room, so I can have my stuff set up, but we can have a dollhouse in it for my daughter's American Girls. And he's like, because once she outgrows them, we know the reality, they're going to become yours. And then eventually, if she has girl children, they'll become her daughters. But he goes, I know once she outgrows the dollhouse and such, you're not going to want to get rid of it. You're going to want to keep it. So why don't we just build it, get a shed, and we'll have it insulated. We'll have an AC in it. We'll have a heater in it. So it will essentially be temperature controlled. And he goes, that way you can enjoy it. If she wants to play with it, she can go out and play with it. Like, she's going to need to know not to touch, obviously, like my Reborns and Real Cares and such. But he goes, that way you've got all your stuff out there. You can lock it. So we're contemplating that. Or, you know, if we find a house, and there was a few houses that, I mean, we were looking at designs of, they had it could be a 4th bedroom or a game room, and there would be the master bedroom with the bathroom, and then there would be 2 equally sized rooms. We're not going to play favoritism and, like, with this game room / 4th bedroom, give that to my daughter, and then make my son have a smaller bedroom, which I know a lot of people do. We're not going to. We would give them each the equal sized rooms, then we would take that room, and that room would become my doll room. I would have my computer in there, so it would essentially be like my office. My husband said we'd put a TV in there for me as well. So it's essentially, it would be, instead of a she shed or a man cave, it would be my dolly room. And once again, being that it was a significant size, we would talk about putting the dollhouse in there. The other reason why we'd want to put the dollhouse in there is because, well, my daughter would have some dolls in her room. Like, she's got her Our Generation, what is it? 50s diner. She's also got, like, the Our Generation food truck. Like, she's got the Our Generation Jeep with camper. Like, we would have, like, those type of things in her room, with the off-brand stuff in her room, where she can take the dolls in there and play with them, and, like, if friends come over, they can go in her room and play with her dolls that way. But, like, the big dollhouse that's going to have the American Girl stuff in it, that would have, like, Blair's Kitchen in it, or on it, or by it, the stuff that we're more worried about getting broken by other kids would be locked away. My daughter can go in the doll room to play with her dollhouse as she wants, but unless her dad or I approved and unlocked the door, no one but her would be allowed to play with the doll. Well, my son too would be allowed in there to play with the dollhouse. So we're looking at those options. But back to the fact, I know these are dolls. In fact, currently, poor Macy has got moved. I'm going to show you guys. See this spot up here? This is where Macy has been sitting for the last couple days. I have her boppy up there. Her sitter chair actually got put in the attic. But she's been sitting up here on this boppy for the last couple days, because where she was sitting is where our Christmas tree is going to go. And I'm getting ready after Halloween. My kids are bugging me to put the Christmas tree up. So I told them after Halloween we can put the Christmas tree up. They want it up. But, so I needed to find a different spot for Macy. So she is now sitting on the top of a shelf. I realized, this is a doll. Would I put a baby on the top of a high 6-foot shelf? No. In fact, Sean is sitting in a car seat underneath our TV. Would I do that with a real baby? No. So, those that come onto my channel and judge me or go onto any Reborn channel or doll collector channels that matter, my whole thing is, what gives you the right to feel you can judge someone? If you see something and you're kind of like, huh, then why do you need to comment? Just click off. You can do that. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. What are your thoughts on the subject? Hope you can get a better shot of her outfit. So, I hope to see everyone in the next video. Bye!